Hi everybody and welcome back. Now on this video we're going to be doing the back half of this house. Now it is a very big expanse to do. So I've already started by running my timbers, my 4mm timbers all the way around up the two gables and along the front as my guide. Now I'm going to do no different to what we did on the front. The first thing I'm going to do is run my tiles up the gable end to the top here on both ends, and then I'm going to run a starter tile all the way through the bottom, right the way through, so we can actually start tiling up. So I'm going to get on and get that done, and I shall be back in a second. Okay, I've got my starter tiles down the gable end, and I've put the starter tiles all the way across to the front and starter tiles up the other gable end, so we're ready now to get fully tiled on it. I've already done 2 courses. I'm on my 3rd course now. Now the effect I'm going to try and get is more of a circular pattern, so it's sort of like the shock wave has sort of come through and taken most of these tiles off. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be running these courses up in this sort of fashion, both ends, and then dotting probably a few that's left behind after the shock. So I'm going to get on with that, and I shall be back in a little while. Okay, I was that busy I almost forgot to do a clip. Now I built the corners up, well, the gable ends up either end. Now I'm just sort of working in just to try and give that broken, shattered effect in the centre, and I'll just keep working in until I feel and it sort of looks right. It's going totally against the grain because I'm so used to completing a whole run when you're tiling and things like that, and it's going very much against the builder's grain of having to leave gaps, but I'll get over it. So I'm going to get on, and I'll be back in a little while. Right, back again. I'm sort of getting there now. Got a little bit further to go, probably a few along the top, but I feel it's sort of getting in the right sort of damaged area. I'd rather leave more out so I can put a few in and just sort of like do a little bit of fettling later on, but it's going okay. It is, touch wood, it's going alright. So I'm going to keep on, and I'll just pop back again in a little while, and then we'll have another little look. Right, I've gone as far as I want to go with the tiling for the damaged area at the moment, for the simple reason is I need to now get this top bit sorted out, where the ridge tile is going to go, or will be or won't be, that's the question. So what I need to do first is to actually cut a piece of balsa wood and get it glued in on the top. Now if I can swing that round that way and lift you up just so you can actually see what I'm having to do. I'm having to put a piece of timber down there to bring an extra course of tiles up, one this side and one this side, to actually make my ridge. Now the back ones will be stuck to this piece of timber, but the front ones won't, because I want the ridging to be stuck on this front half to make the hook to keep everything in place and to sort of make like the line disappear, if you understand. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut a piece of balsa wood and I'm going to glue it down the centre there, and I'm going to camouflage it with a little bit of stain or wash just to bring it down, and then I will come back to you and then we'll go on to the next bit. Okay, right, I fixed the piece of timber on the top, give it a coat of stain just to blend it in and make it look okay. And also what I've done, I've pinned a piece of balsa wood on the back just so I can bring my tiles, so I can glue my tiles up to that edge, and then it will be correct for the other side. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get on and I'm going to stick these tiles in and get them all the way along and get this sorted ready for the ridging. Right, back with you again. Right, I've run all these tiles in along the top here, and if we just turn it round, and I've just started on this side to put the tiles on this, so it actually comes, I don't know if you're able to see that, let's lift the camera up a little bit, so the roof actually comes now, if you can just see that, to a peak, and that means then I can make my ridge tile, which we'll be making out of plastic, and that's going to sit just nicely over the top there and cover everything up. And well, it's not actually going to sit like that. I'm going to have to do it in pieces and sort of have ridges to probably about here and here, and then missing ones in the middle, but it will all come as we go along. So that's where I am at the moment. So I'm going to get on now and get this side finished off, and then I'll come back and we'll go on to the next bit. Okay, we've got this little top bit done. It's all been running this side. On the last clip I think I showed you that. And now we're all finished on this side. All the bits still come out, which I have checked. And the next job is we're going to have to make some ridging to get this top finished off. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to mark it up like I did last time at a tile and a half. I'm going to put a solid piece in to about there, and another solid piece in to about there, and then this bit in the center I'm going to cut into individual ones because I don't want them in a straight line. I want them to be sort of all over the place, and also I have got to cut this one in half here so the two halves come apart, so I can do a little bit of damage in the center. So I'm going to get on now and mark that up to a tile and a half all the way along. Then I'll get it all cut and get it painted with a bit of black so I can get these bits on, and then I'll come back to you and we can take another little look. Right, we left off the last clip. I was going to do the ridging, which I've done. I've glued the ridging on, but I haven't glued anything on in between for the moment because I just need a little bit of time to work it out. Now if we go round to the front, now all these sections all unhook like so, which I planned, and an actual plan that actually came together. So that means I can get access now to get this full of boxes and debris and rubbish, and everything is going to hang back, he says, hopefully. Everything goes back, and when it hooks on, there we go. I'm just going to need a bit of time just to work out what I'm actually going to do on this centre bit, because I don't want it to look like a join. So I'm just going to, that's going to be on my fettling work, should I say. Now I'm going to call this quits on this particular video for the simple reason is now the roof is complete, and now we're sort of moving on to all the different bits, fascia, guttering, some downpipe, which I'm going to work all into one video. So on the next video we'll be doing the fascia, making some guttering, because somebody did ask me about the guttering and downpipe. So if you're watching, that will be on the next video. Also we'll be doing the chimneys, getting the chimney pots on, all these little bits that take quite a bit of time up, but they do actually finish it off. And also I probably will be looking at making some windows for the top here, just to get this top section finished. And with the fascia, that's going to hold everything in place and make everything work. So that is about it, and all I can say is thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've picked some bits up that are useful, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. So thank you very much.